These are 1,000 ants, and this is a bucket that is currently filling up with water. Because of the wide, when the flood hits, a colony of ants can instantly lock their legs together to form a raft. But scientists say they only do this to protect their queen. So today, I'm putting some of these ants into the bucket to simulate the flood, and not only that, I'm also doing 3 more tests to see if they are actually geniuses or this is a complete lie. This is the setup. This is the entire setup. So, and this is going to be the raft. So I want them to to climb up this raft for safety. And also this is going to be the water to simulate the flood. Let's go. Look at them. And as the water rises, you can literally see how they started to panic, which is really insane because ants are literal superorganisms. They don't operate individually, but as a colony. Let's start with the queen, who stays at the core with the eggs and this big-headed soldier ant guiding the perimeter. And then we have these tiny workers who do the heavy lifting. And if you look closer here, a bit closer, at the plant in the middle, this massive soldier ant is called Lily. Instead of acting like other ants in here, she completely did the opposite by climbing the highest part of the bucket. Sadly, Lily's cowardice inspired the rest, and without the queen to give the order, the ant completely lost their minds and refused to form a raft. In fact, it got worse that I had to stop the simulation and save them. But I am not stopping there. I have 3 more steps to carry out so as to become the father of the ant. And the second test is inspired by this viral video where they place a delicious meal in a place where only one ant can see it. But once it called its teammate to see this amazing meal, it was removed, making him look completely stupid. And it's completely understandable because it's leaving a chemical pheromone on the floor, meaning follow this for food. And when they arrive with an empty floor, they instantly swarm the scout. And since the scout is covered by the smell of the food, they desperately start looking for it, not knowing it's a complete lie. Sorry, Lily. And this is incredible because this test number 2 is the one that leads to test number 3, the navigation test. Because if you look at their amazing movement and transportation in the colony, you will notice that they are moving in a perfectly straight line. And you may think this occurs because of the chemicals they secrete and their compound eyes, just as human travels with camels back in those days. Then you will be completely wrong because what ants do is they count steps. To test this, I moved the food carrier from its initial location to my own final location to help him out. It gets confused thinking there are still more steps, unless it uses an IQ of his and know that it's completely ahead of everyone. Which really happened here to my own test, because when I dropped it immediately, it started moving in a circle, confused and getting stuck in a way I could not have imagined. If you look at the video where some bunch of ants were given a puzzle to solve and humans were given the same, the test showed that ants were doing faster than humans, which got me worried. So I built my own version of this puzzle so I can really use that to see for myself. And if I need to carry out test 4, I will need some of the smartest workers of the colony. All you have to do is move this T-shaped cardboard from point A to point B using this tiny pathway. And I will say I'm really happy to see how they really did this, because they literally did nothing. And to cause no more stress and panic to these ants this time around, I had to excuse them for a very long time. And I'm using this moment to tell you that I'm about to hit 100,000 subscribers. No, actually no. But I will be very happy to hit 100,000 subscribers before December. So subscribe. Let's get back to the video. And that made them do a small progress. And the one that I saw that did it was Lily herself. After this intense test, I came to a conclusion that these ants are one of the smartest insects in our planet, but they needed their whole colony to act very smart, which is why when you see a random ant around, it's really good to give it a high five.